Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Inspired Talk. I am Shonda Alicia, and today is a special edition of Inspired Talk because you guys know I am on every other Friday, but we had to change some things up because your girl done picked up another client at her job. So I'm doing training right now, so you guys may see me maybe every other Sunday until I get out of training and at the end of this month. So hey, we still gonna keep this train going. Today is going to be an amazing day. We are going to tap into some special things, some special mindset. So if you've seen the post, you see me say is going to be mindset. What did I say? Mindset transformation. I think that's how I put it. But this is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to transform our mindset today spiritually. And I'm so excited about the guest that I have today. Shout out to Mr. Sean A. White because he's the one that put me and this amazing, amazing woman of God together. Just talking to her, I love her spirit. We pretty much connected on the same thing. We do got some things in the works that's coming up, so you guys make sure you stay tuned to that. But I ain't gonna get into none of that. I'm gonna go ahead and just let her go ahead and share her story. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her up. Miss Brianna Rodriguez. She is a life coach and she transforms minds spiritually. So, Miss Brianna,
Hello, how you doing?
hey, I am good. How are you today?
Amazing, ready to change people's lives as always.
I know that's right. So before we get into everything, and all the good things that you do and that's going on, why don't you go ahead and tell the people that don't know who you are, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Brianna Rodriguez. I own Spiritual Mindset, which is basically a whole brand of anything to change your life, whether it be life coaching, self awareness books, manifestation books, even wellness days and vendor events. I do as well, and create crystal crowns and crystal jewelry to align with your energy. So I do it all when it comes to the spiritually and also finding your light again to transform you to manifest the life that you're doing. So when it comes to all products, life coach, I do it all.
Okay, okay. And what got you into this line of work? Because I know you are a life coach, and I know there's several other things that we can get into a little bit later. What got you into this particular side of transforming minds?
So honestly, it started when I was like 20, 25. I was still going through my spiritual journey. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I know I wanted to help others, transform lives, but I was in the medical field and, COVID started happening. So I kind of left that career and had time to reflect and do my shadow work and find my true authentic self. And that's when I
Mhm.
realized, that's what my calling, helping people spiritually, because in that time, so much people was coming to me asking for advice, whether it be, love, money, changing their mindset, looking for a positive aspect. And to see the results that I gave them for my advice gave my heart like happiness. So that's why I realized, like, yeah, that's my purpose. And then over the line, I found many other gifts that I was good at, when it came to creativity and helping others. So I just brought it out as well.
Okay. So how long have you been doing this the spiritual mindset?
I would say since 2021. Yeah,
2020.
2021.
Oh, okay, okay. And tell us about the life coaching portion of your business.
So life coaching, I started like in 2021. For me, it wasn't like, a abundance type of thing. I just wanted to help others, over time. They become, courses, I would say that. But in the beginning, I would just give, people advice. They'll call me or, they'll shoot me a text. We'll have like a Zoom meeting and stuff like that. And we'll go over like, what's their daily basis of what they're going through with trauma wise or what they're trying to fix within themselves. And then over time became,
Mhm,
more life
mhm.
coaching daily. But I've been focusing mostly on the creative aspect now.
Okay. So with the spiritual mindset, just give us a little bit. So I tell everybody I use myself first.
Yeah.
So um with the spiritual mindset, what are some key factors that I can use? So I'm like I said, I use myself first. What are some key factors that I can use when I'm trying to change my mindset spiritually? How do we go on that journey to do so?
Okay, so for personal experience, I would definitely say meditation, quiet those, negative thoughts. I feel like, you need to sit within yourself for a couple of minutes, figure out who you are, what you need to release, do some shadow work. Also, self books. I'll show you an example. That's why I went over there. So this is actually
Okay.
one of the books I use and actually created, which is the 369
Mhm.
manifestation method. So it's basically like the consistency. You write your three affirmations in the morning, six in the afternoon, and at night at the evening. And then you use the law
Mhm.
of detachment and just leave it to the universe. So you don't have like those jitter or overflowing or worriness of, your
Mhm.
manifestation. You just let it be. That's what I use during my spiritual journey. And also just speaking positively over yourself, speaking positive over your life, right? Doing those self affirmation when it comes to like, waking up in the morning,
Mhm.
showing gratitude, looking at yourself in the mirror, saying, I love myself, I appreciate I am enough. I feel like that works eventually when you're consistent, you start
Mhm.
changing your mindset.
Mhm. Okay, so I do have a couple of questions. Okay, so let me see. Hold on. Let me go to my questions because people were sending me questions in. Um, One question was, I need help. No, I need someone to help me understand why certain people think they deserve more than they give in life.
So
How
you
can
have,
you?
can you repeat that question again?
Okay, so the question was, can someone help me understand why certain people think they deserve more than they give in life?
For me, I would say it's like, I want to say like it's an ego type of thing. It really depends on the person. But I feel like every
Mhm,
person, deserves a love
mhm,
in their life. But it really depends on
mhm,
how much you feel like you deserve, that you feel like you're enough. So I feel like
mhm.
everybody deserves that certain amount, but it goes by the consistency part.
Okay. All right. So, and then I'm going to, there is another question. I got to make sure I read them correctly because they were coming in. It was, I am a single mother with self esteem issues. It's truly been hard coming from a dominating marriage
Mhm.
to trying to find myself. Who am I? How could I how could I find my way to myself?
Mhm. So I would say it's different for everybody else, but what I know works for shadow work is journaling.
Mhm.
Asking yourself questions when it came to like your marriage, like how did you lose yourself forward? How, things that who you were before, like write down the type of qualities you had before. How can you
Mhm.
get there again? What do you need to release?
Mhm.
To be that person again, I would say that will help. Like, shadow work prompts definitely will help in that situation.
Okay. Now, before we get back into questions, 'cause I think I got like three more questions. Tell us something about how we can manifest our spiritual minds. How can we manifest that?
For me, I definitely would say word of mouth. Like everything is magic. So when you speak upon it, it will happen. So if you want that spiritual mindset or that positive mindset or your dream life, you have to
Mhm.
speak it as if you already that person. But that's what I use. I use the
Mhm.
law of assumption. Some people use law
Mhm.
of attraction. They say I wish. I want. I hope, which is kind of
Mhm.
words of self negative belief because you don't believe in yourself still, right? So I speak it
Mhm.
as just I receive. I have such an abundant, positive mindset that everything just flows. So once like
Mhm.
be consistent of like wording different wordings of just like the positive, I feel like you
Mhm.
see more of a change instead of having that negative self belief. Because if it becomes a pattern of
Mhm.
being more negative, and you only see a reflection of negativity in your life. So once you
Mhm.
switch your mindset and the way you speak about yourself, the way you see yourself, the way you
Mhm.
even allow other people to see you, I feel like it would change, yourself and the outer world of yourself.
Okay. So pretty much how we say, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So pretty
Correct.
much, so pretty much it's like just focusing on what it is that you want, because if you speak it, you can start believing it. Correct?
Correct. And also
Okay.
just thinking, right? Thinking is the action. People don't think about it. Thinking is the action. So when you think
Mm,
negatively, it's still going to reflect because the universe only knows the energy you focus on or observe it for a long time. So if you're focusing on so much, negativity, complaining, not having so much money, how can you expect, more things positively to come when that's all you put your mind focused to, right? Or that's the things you're speaking to, or that's how you view yourself in the mirror.
mhm,
So in different
mhm,
ways, even if you're not speaking, it's mostly, thinking because once you wake up, it's thinking, and then it's your emotions, how you feel about yourself, how you speak over yourself, and then it's the actions that you
mhm.
take every day. Are you just being the same person every day, speaking negatively, or are you changing? Because every day is a change, right? You have a day to be positive or a day to be a bad day. It really depends on you.
Wow. Okay. It's just it's something about it when you go to speaking things and start trying to manifest them, because it is truly, it's so hard, especially when you are in a space of not knowing or understanding. So with a person being in a place of not knowing out and not understanding, how do we get them to understand this is how, or these are the steps you need to take for yourself? How do we get them to that space?
Right, so for me, I would say sometimes you do need outer guidance, right? Like,
Mhm.
whether it be, looking at meditation, whether you're looking at other, people that have that dream life, right? Observing the qualities that they have. Sometimes you have to look outside yourself. But what I
Mhm.
recommend once you know, get that type of like mindset or that feed from those videos, right? So implement it
Mhm.
on yourself within. Like take notes, like, okay, I want to be successful, I want to be rich, right? What qualities does that person have to be that, right? How can I implement them in my daily basis? How can I implement them in my daily wordings or my daily,
Mhm.
thinking? So I would always say
Mhm.
write like things down. Like, oh, I watched a meditation video that had this positive affirmation, or it told me to do this or speak this to existence. Write it down and become repetitive over time.
Mhm. Wow. Okay. Okay. It's just truly amazing how we can just take things, and because a lot of people still don't understand the manifestation or the power of, your words. A lot of people don't know how to tap into that. So, and I know we had a conversation about the power of self-love retreat that is coming up. Um, what are some things that you can share with us about self-love habits?
Um, so there's a couple, but for like again from experience, I only speak from experience. I would say
Mhm.
definitely take care of yourself, whether it be like, taking
Mhm.
a nice lavender bath, right? Taking a nice walk, buying yourself something, spoiling yourself, right? Because people that don't really, well, which I know this, that don't really
Mhm.
lack self love, they mostly give their love to others than their self. They do for others than their self. I would say pour into your cup, start pouring into yourself, day by day, whether it be little things, and then work
Mhm.
towards that. And I feel like you will start recognizing who you are and loving who you are once you start pouring into yourself, because you forget that, right? You forget that when you're
Mhm.
such a loving person or you go through something, right? You forget
Mhm.
that you are worth or you are worthy
Mhm.
of the things that you dream of. So it's
Mhm.
like you have to pour into yourself whether it be words, whether it be around positive people, whether it be meditation, whether it be just aligning yourself to be that person.
Mhm. Wow. See, I love that. And see, this is why I do these retreats and I connect with the people that because so many people and we can't touch them all, but we try to reach as many as we can. I see so many women on some of these different groups that I'm in on Facebook, and a lot of people don't know how to tap into, like we said, that mindset, changing that mindset. A lot of people don't know how to care about themselves because they done lost themselves. They don't know the necessary journey to the tools to take to go down that journey. And that's why we do these things like that. I can't wait till you do the one in New York because we talked about that. So yeah. We definitely got to get together so we can do that. We're going to take some more questions because I do know you have to leave, and I don't want to hold you up any longer than we have to. So I have another question. This is from Anonymous. It says, "How do you get happy being on your own, single, when you don't like being single? I've been a single parent for the most part. I'm very independent because I've had to be. I've built a career, I've bought a house, and made it a lovely home for us. I've always been the sole provider for my kids. I have a social life, friends, and hobbies, etc. I have plenty of freedom around work and the kids. All of my friends are settled and married. If they do group activities, what did she say? I am spare. I am the spare part. Uh,
Mm.
she pretty much wrote a book. It says they don't have as much spare time as I do because their family commitments. My kids are now teenagers and school and going off to college. My kids don't often want to spend time with me. They will go for a day out here and there, but they want to hang out with their friends mostly.
Mm.
Um, Pretty much, because she pretty much wrote a book. The people around me say you need to learn to be happy on your own, which frustrates me because I spent most of my adult life and I don't enjoy it. These people who are telling me this have spent most of their lives married. How do I
Mm.
feel better? Or how do I change that?
So from experience, I definitely would say from experience, I would definitely say is that one, you have to realize, are you like worthy of the love that you're looking for? One, because you can sit there and seek it, but do you feel like you really deserve it because you have everybody around you, right? That's like married or happy in love, and
Mm-hmm.
you want that, but are you doing the necessary work within to attract that, right? That's one.
Hmm.
Two is being specific, right? You even know what type of partner you want, right? Because you've been single for so long. You can track anything. You don't want a toxic thing, right? You don't want a negative thing. You have to be specific on the partner you want to, like,
Right.
to attract that. And I would also say, at this moment, before you even attract a person, try to be your best person because you don't want to create patterns that it doesn't, last long term, right? If you have such a negative pattern when it comes to like relationships and you don't change that within, right? You don't set boundaries or you don't find yourself work or you don't even what's the word? Let it be known what you want in a relationship or what you will allow and accept, then that's going to continue to attract you, right? Or it's just going to be like situationships, toxic relationships, or just you just being single or like friendship benefits. What I've
Hmm.
learned is I just hit 2 years actually with my partner, and I was single for 9 months. Always was a third wheel when it came to my friends. Nobody really believe me when I put that out there. I put that energy like I really want it because I really don't want these negative situations anymore. They actually left in my face, honestly. They laughed. It was like, you'll never find that person. You'll never be like a wife this day because you're so used to accepting, the bare minimum. Right? Because that's what they
Hmm.
used to say, like the bare minimum. They like it's another situation, it's another toxic relationship. You're not gonna get married. So I was like, okay, watch. That's all I said was okay, watch. Within that time, like I said, I was single for 10 months. Yeah, 10 months.
Hmm.
And what I've learned is that don't accept things that you don't want.
Right.
I was very specific. Like I wrote down again. For me, it's writing and also speaking to existence. But I wrote down to the T of what type of person that I wanted and what things I was going to accept. What what time frame? If I want them to cook, if I want to be funny, to the whole thing, whatever you want, like to cook specifically for that man or person. And I just let it be. I had faith. I had to believe that it was going to come. I didn't care about the outcome. I just know, and I wasn't accepting nothing less. I was like, this person is gonna come. I have faith. It's gonna. I don't care what time it's gonna come. I just know it's gonna be for me. It's gonna be meant for me, and just let it be. I let that letter stay in there for like 9 months in my book. People start attracting the negative people. Situations, talk to people. Say, hey, try to come into my. I'm like, nope. I'm not on that. I'm not on that energy. I'm not doing that.
Hmm.
Like I don't want this. I want a marriage. I want a commitment. I want the things that I put down on that paper, right?
Hmm.
Because the universe is going to show you what you actually like. If you want something, you have to work towards. You can't sit here and pick different paths because it's going to get confusion, right? You get confusion in the universe. Like, do you really want this partner? You said you're dealing with this type of, person. Why do you like you wrote down that you wanted like a perfect relationship? Why are you sit here dealing with this, right? Or allowing yourself to lose yourself in this relationship, and it doesn't give you the true partner that you like had envisioned yourself or wrote down. So
Hmm.
I let it be, and then 9 months later, I actually met my partner on a dating website, and it was everything. I like everything to the T. I put down the paper they was, and I was just like, "Yep, that's it." And we, not even 3 months, he actually proposed to me in 3 months. It was quick, yeah. It was a quick thing.
Wow.
3 months, she got on one knee. She was like, "You're the one for me," and I already knew because again, that's the person I was seeking to the T. They were, and I was like, "Yeah, that's it." And I came later that time after I said yes to the people that said no, right? That's never gonna happen. I said, hey, this is my wife. When I tell you they were so shocked, they was like, oh,
I know
what?
they were.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, yeah, I told you it was gonna happen, right? Like they just didn't believe, they didn't have that belief, right? Those the naysayers or the negative people, like, oh, it's not gonna happen. I was like, I told you I wasn't different from my past. I said I was gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. So I feel like once you are so specific and you have belief and you know that you want this type of person or you're tired of being single and you want that love that you deserve and you actually stay like stand on it, it's gonna come.
Mm.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter the outcome. Just know it's gonna come, have belief, and just in that time nourish yourself, love on yourself, be the person for that person that you're trying to manifest. So it'll be a good alignment. You don't want to be the old self, still have those negative thoughts like, oh, this is too good to be true, right? Like, oh, that's what I go in the beginning when I was getting treated so wrong. I was like, I feel like this is gonna, yeah, I feel like this is because it's too good, right? When you're so used to like being too good, you're like, I
Hmm.
feel like that is gonna happen. I was like, no, no, stop, stop. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I was looking out. She was like, oh yeah, I'm so happy. I'm like, no, okay, it's gonna be good. Just continue to have that positive mindset, and it's been good. We just hit 2 years like last week, so that's all I can say. Consistency, being specific, and noticing yourself and knowing what you want, and don't differ on the path. You will definitely find what you want in life, but also the partner you seek.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool. I like that. I truly do like that. I was always told, yeah, you can sit up here and say, God, I want a person, I want a person. But then when God send you a person, you be like,
Right.
that ain't what I wanted. But see, like you said, you were not specific. You didn't say, "Hey, God, send me someone that's 6'2", brown, gray eyes, long hair, short hair, small, short." I mean, you have to be specific of what you
Mhm.
want because if you don't, God will send you somebody. It may not, but this is the thing: God will send you somebody. It may not be the person that you think, but He sent you the person that you need.
Right. I agree with that.
And a lot of people don't understand that. Oh wow.
Mm.
Okay, so I know you got to get out of here, and I got one more question because you're going to
Yeah.
event, and then I want you to fill us in on everything that you got going on. The last question came in and said that they're not a big, the person said that they're not a big talker. They're not a big communicator. But when they try to communicate, they struggle a little bit because their partner pretty much wants things to go their way, but when they're trying to communicate their feelings to them, they shut down. How do they come out of that?
Mm. So it looks honestly, it feels like they're lacking on the throat chakra, which is the chakra of communication, be able to speak freely. I would say start focusing on aligning that chakra, and also once you do that, don't be scared to express yourself and don't worry about the outcome. Because when you're going through arguments with your partner, you're scared about what's the end result, right? Instead of like
Mhm.
focusing on the balance and also what's the word? Acknowledging what your partner's saying, but let them know that it's your turn to talk. There's a give or take when it comes to relationships. So once they're done speaking, and I was like, okay, I get you, but this is where I'm coming from. And
Right.
you don't need to be like scared, because if you're scared and you just let somebody walk over you, that's how it's going to be your whole relationship, and then you're going to feel like you never got to express your true feelings, or you express your true feelings to other people because the person, your partner doesn't just get you, right? They don't get you, and
Mhm.
you'll never allow yourself to speak. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna speak to some of my friends, I'm gonna speak to somebody else that allows me to speak freely. And then it's like, your partner's like, why don't you speak to me? And it's like, you can't, because
Right.
you can't. It's shut, like my feelings are shut down once I try to speak. So it's like you had to set boundaries and just allow yourself to say, okay, I'm standing on it. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak. Either you're gonna accept it, we're gonna move forward, or we're gonna find a middle ground. Because if you really love the
Mhm.
person, you're gonna find the balance in that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That is, I know we can go longer and we can go all day, but I do know you have an event. You have an event to get to this afternoon. So it is going to be a part two, and we're going to tap into some of those exercises that you be doing. What I wanted you is, so tell us what you got going on that's coming up, and you want people, I know you're in New York, so for the people that's in New York that's tapping in, tell them what you got going on and when it's coming up.
Yes. So I have a vendor event actually June 22nd. It's actually going to be on Staten Island, Snug
Mm-hmm.
Harbor from 1 to 4. It's going to be like
Mm-hmm.
a Juneteenth type of pride festival, and I'll be there vending, when it comes to my sell books, making crystals on the spot, giving my life coaching and everything else that I do. I will be there. And also, I'm working actually on the Wellness Fair in New York around August 17th. That's the day I'm putting on, so I'm manifesting that day specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to my community, because there's not a lot of awareness in New York, when it comes to self love, right? Mental health,
Mm-hmm.
that positive aspect. And I want that to, just be known and have vendors there, when it comes to like wellness, giving back to the community, when it comes to healthy skincare, crystals. I'm just going to have a whole amazing park day. So that'll be August 17th in Staten Island, and it's called Big Park, by Grandview and Braybank. So definitely you'll see more on the social media. So yes.
Okay, perfect. And where can they find you if they want to get in touch? What's your social media handles and where they can find you to reach out to you?
Yes, so I'm mostly on IG. It's gonna be Cookie92594. That's anything I do spiritually when it comes to my business, or you want to connect me, I'll answer quick on IG.
Okay. Perfect. 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 Well, as we stated, we know there's going to be a part two
Yes.
because we got to tap into some of those things, some of those challenges and things. So we know there's going to be a part two. We will keep you all updated on when that's going to happen. But we're not going to keep Miss Brianna because she does have to get to an event. I truly appreciate you taking this time out to speak with me today and just letting us know a little bit about who you are. Like I said, we're gonna get part two is going to happen. So make sure you stay safe out there where you at. Where are you gonna be at today? Just in case
So
they
that
want to come and find you today.
so it's gonna be on Staten. I know it's kind of far in New York, but it's gonna be on Staten Island, Port Richmond. Another vendor event. I had one yesterday, which was amazing. Helped a lot of
Mhm.
people, and there's another one today. So yes, it'll be on Port
Okay,
Richmond,
so
Staten Island.
So she gonna be in Staten Island, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and find her. She gonna be in Staten Island and get to know she real cool. Y'all see she real cool and laid back. She ain't gonna bite
Very
y'all.
lovely person, man. Very lovely person.
She is not gonna bite y'all. She real chill and laid back. So y'all go ahead and look up for Miss Brianna. She's going to assist you and tell her, talk to her. She got that leer.
Yeah.
She gonna listen. So I'm not gonna keep you. Thank you so much again. And like I said, part two coming soon. We'll reach out and touch. But you go ahead and get to your event. Thank you so much.
Thank
You
you so
are
much for
such
the
an amazing.
opportunity.
You
You're
so well.
amazing. You're amazing. Thank you so much. It will be part two with all the amazing
Yes,
manifestation
ma'am.
techniques and wellness things that we have to talk about.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much. And I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yeah. Bye.
I remember. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to a special edition of Aspire Talk. Make sure you guys tune in to Inspiration 98.7. As you see, the link is going across the bottom. Make sure you guys stay tuned in to that. You know, Monday we got all week long at 12 noon. We have midday motivation. So make sure you guys stay tuned into that. We have so many different things coming up. Shout out to Focus. Focus is our new partnership up under Game Changer Production that we reach out to. They be assisting us with midday motivation. So shout out to them. You will hear something from them each and every day, Monday through Friday from 12 noon till 1. Also, make sure you guys tune in with us all this month because, as we know, this month is Black Music Month. So we are celebrating all things Black music. Make sure you tune in to the Way Christian Talk with Miss Shelly LJ. She will be having, I think, Pastor Joshua Butler that's coming up. He will be with Miss Shelley LJ in the studio this Thursday at 7 p.m. And then you got the princess herself is doing a special Black History Month tribute this Friday from 10 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, 9 to 11 Central Standard Time. So make sure you guys tune into that. I truly do appreciate you all tuning in and listening to Inspire Talk and Inspiration 98.7. Make sure, y'all, let me say this one last thing. We still have tickets for the Power Self Love Retreat, Chicago, July 18th to the 21st. Make sure you inbox me or you can go to the Power of Self Love. Let me put that banner up for y'all so y'all can see it. Make sure you guys, y'all can go there and y'all most definitely can go there and get y'all tickets there. We most definitely still have tickets. We have so much going on. It's going to be a fun time. We're going to let down our hair. We're going to let loose our problems, and we're going to celebrate with an amazing gala on the to close it out that Saturday night. So make sure y'all go to get y'all tickets. We're going to have fun, food, giveaways, anything you can think of that's going to relax us that whole weekend. We have some amazing speakers. Make sure you guys tune in, okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Inspire Talk. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday and stay cool. Stay cool.